Hello, everybody. Welcome to Midland,
Texas. Now, driving into this place, all you see is oil in all directions. And every gas station you go to are like Hummers and pickup trucks. I went to one gas station, there was like Hummers, pickup trucks, F-350s. Everybody here drives like one of these things. You're good to go, bro. You're good. You're good. Everybody here drives like one of these things, okay? And
head southwest toward Avalon Drive, then turn right onto Avalon Drive.
It's insane. Like everybody, like I'm driving through these oil fields, like it's late at night. It's I don't know what time it is. Is it 11 out here?
Yeah.
The new time change on the new zone we're in. It's like 11 o'clock at night.
Texas 191 frontage east, then turn right onto Texas 191 frontage east.
There's a lot of glare.
Turn right onto Texas 191 frontage east, then use the left
You're
lane to take the Texas 158 east ramp.
There's a lot of glare in the windshield. Sorry guys, like on the way here there's a lot of mosquitoes and stuff. So our windshield looks like crap. And I've tried cleaning it. Our truck's been through sandstorms in Colorado. Let me give this one more try real quick. Hold on, you know.
Baby, it's on the inside.
Huh?
It's on the inside.
No, that glare's on the outside.
You sure? Okay.
Well, it could be the dash. Oh, it's the dash. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know nothing I can do about that. There's just how much glare. All right, guys. Yeah, okay, there's glare. There's nothing I can do about the glare.
Now it's a little bit more crisp. There's one water spot, but that's okay.
All right, so guys, check this out. So as I'm driving like into this place, new condos going up, oil things. This is like the Lehigh of Texas. You watch my Florida videos, you know what I'm talking about. This place has had an explosion of growth. With the only difference that they actually got, as you can see, they actually got stores and stuff here. Lehigh got nothing. This place is surrounded by oil in all directions. And like I drove like the gas stations on the outskirts of town. Like literally, like I went to one gas station, like 6 pickup trucks and 1 Hummer. You know what I mean? Like it's just that type of place. I had a friend that moved here. Now, if I'm wrong, and you live here, you can correct me. I had a friend from Naples that moved out here, and he said something along the lines of, "You make a lot of money. Rent is super expensive, and most of the people that come out here are single guys working the oil." And then they party and like spend $400 a night on whatever substances they use. Like this is a complete madhouse, the way my friend described it. And he moved out here, and we almost moved here in 2015.
Yep.
We had a friend that everybody in 2015, everybody was moving out here. Like this was the place to go if you wanted to make it. Like if you were young, and keep in mind, my generation went through the recession. We turned 18 years old in the worst possible time ever. I mentioned this on my channel. People my age, we got the worst timing back to back to back to back. We got the high market now that we're trying to buy a house. We got 2000, when we turned 18, it was 2008 when there weren't no jobs. Imagine getting married at 18 and you're in the middle of that recession. When everybody was losing houses. Our generation of millennials, our age, people who are like between 30 to like, I don't know, 33, 34, we got the worst deal possible in this as far as timing goes. So imagine 2015, we had gone through all that, and everybody was moving out here. So I talked to one kid from Naples that moved out here, and he described it as he was paying like $1,400 a month to live in a camper. So people, when they first started coming out here, the housing back then was so bad that a lot of people they were bringing their own campers out here. They weren't even, the notion of buying a house wasn't even a thing. So people were coming out here with their campers, paying like ridiculous amounts of money to park the camper at a campsite or like an empty lot in the outskirts of town or whatever. and they're making good money. But he told me what the lifestyle was like, and I was like, I ain't doing that, you know. But I mean, here, this is like everywhere you go, it's just nothing but big trucks. In fact, right now, pulled up next to me a big F-150 with some big. Everybody here is like, this is a land of kids came out here to live in a camper and make a lot of money in the oil. The entire city surrounded by nothing but oil. See if this guy wants to. We can get a good shot of this guy's truck. Looks pretty nice. Big F-150. Like, this is what this town's about. Big trucks. Everywhere you go, it's nothing but big trucks. Big trucks. So he told me, buy a pickup truck. We thought about, I don't know what's going on here. Are they blocking the road or what?
No, it looks like they might have someone
Going over. Yeah.
They have a lot of people over, I guess.
Okay. So back then, the way he described it was, oh man, you're gonna make $1,500 a week, which back then was a lot. And then I told Katie, you know what? I'd rather make $1,500 a month here in Florida, where we had a place paid off, and not have to worry about whatever the crap was coming with this madhouse of a place. You'll make $6,000 a month, but then rent's this much, and gas is this much, and housing is this much, and a gallon of milk is this much, and I was like, okay, so you're telling me, that's okay, you know what? I'd rather live on $1,500 a month here, then they've got people put over in all directions.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking for something. Which is usually illegal, because if you don't have a reason to pull me over, they're racing, who knows? Who the crap knows? This is a wild place, it really is. So I was like, okay, that sounds so chaotic. Remember when we talked about it? What was your decision? It was like, we're better off living in Naples without, I'd rather live in Naples for $1,500 and come out here and try to make it with $6,000.
Yeah.
Because the way he described the math, and he already knew it because he already done it, he was going back. And he described it as living on an empty lot with like a bunch of campers and people partying until 4 in the morning. Like, it was just like a massive boomtown, like the way it was described to me. But look, they built businesses, and all these businesses are brand new. Which in Lehigh, they didn't build nothing; they just built houses. Like the complete opposite. Here they built businesses, and the housing couldn't keep up. So this is a perfect American boomtown. Go in here real quick. Oh crap! There's like a car right in my blind. That's a cop. Are they gonna pull me over? Not without a reason.
Oh gosh.
No. Well, why is he my blind spot? You're not gonna. I wish you would pull me over without a reason, because I ain't done none. They're just pulling people over randomly. You gotta be kidding me.
Road for 1.5 miles.
I can't move until this truck moves.
Okay.
Wild. You go, Bob. I'm not gonna make it. Love that truck, oh Lord. You see got a blowhole in it? Is it a blowhole?
Yep.
Made me go over the curb. Que clásico más basura, bro. He could have gone, and I wouldn't have had to go over the curb. And people here, like from the way they were driving and stuff, complete just jerks. Like everybody here, we're getting fooled by a fallback up again.
Are you getting followed?
What the crap? You're not gonna pull me over without a reason. I guarantee you, ain't.
Pull up to a gas pump.
But anyways, it's just a complete madhouse of a place.
Head
Like
north toward Texas 158 Business West, then turn right.
it was a
onto
madhouse
Texas
back then, and
158
it continues. Apparently, it looks like it continues to be a madhouse. The way he described it to me was just like wild parties, and just young people coming here to living. It's a boomtown. I mean,
Head east toward North Midkiff Road, then turn right onto North Midkiff Road.
he described it as a complete boomtown of a place. Like just.
Turn right onto North Midkiff Road.
You're gonna have to make her shut up and like tell me what to do, okay?
Okay.
Like, shut her up and then you tell me what to do when I need to.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna deal with her talking in 2 seconds. So it does look kind of wild now. I mean, it's a Thursday night. It's not like a Friday or Saturday. And there's all types of stuff going on. So it seems like it's still the same wild town he described to me. Which is what I tell people. Just because you look at a town, like, oh, they got new this, new that. That doesn't mean anything. You got a place where all the businesses are new. Everything looks pretty, and you have all this growth and all that, and it can still be a complete madhouse. This is like Lehigh on steroids.
That place you were wanting is coming up.
Okay, you tell me where the turn is, okay?
Yeah. Not this road.
Is it right right here. This one right here.
Partners.
The first one or the second one?
This is what you're looking for.
This one or this one? We missed it, didn't we?
No, it's right here.
This one?
Yeah. On this.
To the left? This is it?
It was the other side, but
Well, you
this
didn't
works.
tell me, didn't you? You gotta pay
You got it.
attention.
You got it.
Okay, so this is just some apartments here. I'm just trying to see what type of activity they got going on tonight. But anyway, it's just the way we almost moved out here. We thought about just grabbing because we had a camper at the time. We owned a camper, and we thought about just hooking up our putting a fifth wheel on the truck. We'd have definitely had to put a fifth wheel on the truck, hook up a camper, and come over here. And we almost did it to work in the oil, but then I started saying, you know what? Oh, but then it wasn't like that either. It was like, oh, you have to work overtime, and like they'll make you work 18-hour shifts. And he started to describe what the work environment was like. Like, see, it's like these are apartments, but everybody has pickup trucks. It's kind of weird. Yeah, they're apartments, but everybody's got a pickup. So he just started to describe the work environment to me, and I was like, that doesn't sound attractive at all. And at that time, we were looking for, then we went to Spring Hill to Florida. That was another boomtown in those ages. The problem with Spring Hill was quite literally that Spring Hill really, well, it didn't seem like it had an economy. And it really didn't back then. Man, we spent a lot of time in Spring Hill, and it just seemed like a place for just misery, really. Okay, we're out. Did we out?
Yeah, turning right.
These apartments look kind of.
Turn right onto Texas 158 Business.
See, it's all like work truck, like everybody Hummers and work trucks, and like everybody just drives out of town and works in the oil. And like I don't know what the work conditions are like now, but like back then in the 2015 era, 2015-16 was more of a boomtown then. You had a Whataburger. Left or right here?
Right.
Back then, when it was kind of like the real boomtown, like he just started to describe the work conditions. Oh yeah, you're making $2,000 a week or whatever, which to a millennial, back then it was like, wow, you can make $2,000 a week. And yeah, but they'll make you work, 17-hour shifts, and sometimes, he started to describe the whole package of living here, and I was like, yeah, that's more than we decided to stay in Naples. We almost did it though. We almost ended up here.
Yeah.
We were desperate. Like, what are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, and he was telling you like it would be bad for me to be here, and
yeah. He said for women it was really bad.
So we're like, well, you're not gonna go out alone.
Yeah, like I guess people have to take decisions. This looks like a cross between Lehigh and Cape Coral.
Well, the thing is, we don't have kids, so we don't have to be.
A lot of millennials ended up here because they just
they
didn't have it. Like, bro, it was times of desperation. It was okay. Here's a chance for me to make $2,000 a week. It doesn't matter how hard it is. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But then my math was okay. Yeah, okay, you're making that much, but then how much is the rent?
Yeah.
And I was like, what if I just want to work 30 hours a week and do something else on the side? Like, oh no, they won't do that. You have to work too many hours. It didn't. And it's a good thing we met somebody that actually lived here and knew how it worked, because imagine if we just came out here blindly to that type of. I don't do good with those types of environments.
Yeah.
And he said people were like, for the most part, it was just young single guys that were jerks and they fight and they're super competitive and they're, you know what I mean, like you get fired from one job today and you start on another one tomorrow type of thing. And you start working and the crew didn't like you and they fight and kick you out. He just described the most hectic work environments. I was like, I'm not ready for that. Is that the case of this town today? I don't know. This was when it was more like popping off. Boomtown. Looks like they're still building either way. So I guess if, commute times here might start really early, I would figure. That's a Texas boomtown for you. Oh, well, lots of police out there. There's a cop right there, too. This place, where am I going, Katie? Left, right, north, east, west?
Just keep going.
Oh, that's right. That's a Texas boomtown. It has so many Lehigh vibes. Like, Lehigh is the same way, except for Lehigh, it's more of a commute. The madhouse in Lehigh is really the commute in Naples. They're still not opening anything. Like, that's just... Like, see here, like, look at all the businesses. They got a Panda, this, that. Is that a Panda? I don't know what the crap that is. New buildings going up. But the thing about Lehigh is they haven't built anything commercial. Why hasn't Lehigh, like, here, like, the whole... There's, first of all, the landscape of this place, like, the oil fields are, like, 5, 6, 7, I don't know, 10 times the size of the city.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, the city's, like, 5 to 10% of the landscape. Like, as we're driving into here, there's nothing but oil fields in all directions. You can just see it all over. Like, the whole area is nothing but oil fields. But those who were willing to work hard, and I guess they can make something out of nothing. Yeah. But that's the difference between a Texas boomtown and a Florida boomtown. Like Spring Hill or Lehigh, is that here they actually have infrastructure. Now you notice that we saw on the way here, we saw 2 highway overpasses on the outskirts of town. They ain't building no expressways in Lehigh, or really none of that. They ain't getting no expressway, no overpasses, or none of that crap built.
Yep.
But then here with the oil, you also have a lot of byproducts of oil that you have to like for example, asphalt. It's like a byproduct of oil. You let me know where we're going, babe. So it's kind of like they have to pave their roads here in Texas. Asphalt's like a byproduct of oil industry. So it's kind of like Texas, instead of having to... Some states struggle to get asphalt. Texas, it's like, what do we do with this stuff? Ship it somewhere, make some highways so it's just like Texas has to build roads just so they can get rid of it, you know? Because it's a byproduct of the oil industry. Which, Florida doesn't have that benefit. Florida, even if you're going to build a road, you got to bring in the dirt from somewhere else because there's a swamp. So it's like a totally different economy here. And if you're a local or you understand how Texas works and any of these things from oil to...
When the road ends, take a left.
Elaborate. Get into the comment section. If I say something that's wrong, please feel free to correct me. Get in the comments and be part. What am I doing?
When the road ends, take a left.
Gotcha. So if you're from here, you understand it better than me, just get into the comments and break it down. I'm just giving an idea from what I've heard from people who moved here or whatever. I'm not really 100% on everything. I'm just going off of what people have told me.
There is a petroleum museum here.
Yep. I mean, this place reminds me a lot of Lehigh, with the only exception is that here they have more infrastructure. They have paved roads. And Lehigh's catching up on that too. They've paved a lot of roads. But I'm saying, like, look at this. There's more infrastructure here. There's more building of actual commercial buildings. There's more building of houses that are actually desirable. Not just run-on duplexes for hundreds of miles.
Take a left.
And I'm starting to like living in Lehigh for a lot of reasons. There's some things,
right. Yep, okay. It changed it.
Okay, that's to the right. It's like one of those loops or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, 20. You're around I-20 finally. Back in familiar roads. See, there's giant jacked up trucks everywhere.
Take this right here.
So, I'm starting to like living in Lehigh though, because one, it's come a long way. It's going to continue to get better. I mean, houses are not going for $300,000. So if you're moving to Lehigh, you're not. Keep in mind, back then. Oh, another thing, we just went to Colorado. A lot of the Cubans that were in Lehigh doing all the bad stuff back in the day, they all moved when Colorado made it legal. Colorado makes it legal. All those Cubans ended up moving to Colorado. So all the bad people that were doing a lot of the bad stuff, they all left to Colorado. Thankfully for Florida, Colorado legalizing their crap. Colorado legalizing meant a lot of Cubans that were kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out went to Colorado for that business because they still had their connections. Now they just didn't have to worry about doing it, So a lot of Cubans that were in Lehigh went to Colorado, helping Lehigh get better. That it was a good thing for Lehigh. increasing prices, increasing construction's been good for Lehigh. A lot of things have been good for Lehigh. You see some of those oil.
Yeah. We're getting very close to our destination.
Cool. Left or keep going straight?
Keep going straight. In a half mile, when you see a cross, it's gonna cross the road.
Oh, you might want to let Siri talk, because that made no sense.
Alright.
Like, when you see a big old Dunkin' Donuts, take a
In a quarter
Dunkin'.
mile, turn left onto Texas 349
There you
north.
go. Take a left up ahead, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. Thank you, Siri. She drove me nuts there. She just started talking randomly and saying numbers, and I'm just like, I've been driving all day. I'm tired. I can't listen to this, whatever Siri has going on. Lots of
Turn
convenience
left onto
stores.
Texas 349 north, then turn left onto East I-20 East.
If I could describe this town in 3 words, I would say convenience store F350.
Popeyes.
How would you describe this town? Describe
Pretty
this town. Convenience store F350. That's how I would describe this town.
And a Popeyes. In every fast food restaurant you could want.
Yeah.
And they got a Walmart.
Basically bougie, country bougies.
Yeah.
Well, look at this. Look at the 2 cars that pulled up here. You have a Jeep and another Baja looking, another flying off the line. One other town at 11, is it 11 or 12 here? 12, right? Look at
It's
this.
11.
It's 11 here?
Mhm.
It's 11 o'clock at night, and look at this. There's like semis everywhere,
Mhm.
pickup trucks everywhere. It's a boomtown. Still a boomtown, I would say. This guy peeled out right there for no reason. Very aggressive drivers. Everybody's in a rush. Everybody's just... It's a very chaotic place. What am I doing? Did we miss? Okay, you're gonna have to... Oh, I see. Okay, you're gonna have to just...
Yeah.
I see. It's down there. So if you like to drive like a grandpa... I drive like a grandpa. I really do. So if you like driving like a grandpa like me in this town, you're
Turn
not gonna...
left onto East I-20 East.
Can I just keep going a little bit further ahead? Dude, there's like literally this late at night. Look at all the semis working.
You want to go further ahead and then...
Yeah, I'll come back in. I
Okay.
don't want to get on the off ramp.
Okay.
Look how late at night it is, and there's still on Thursday night this late. There's still semis everywhere.
Mhm.
It's a very chaotic place, demanding and chaotic. Demanding, chaotic place.
Mhm.
But that should just give you an idea. And the people are very aggressive drivers, from what I can tell. Like road raging, cars with bullet holes type of place. But I can kind of see. I think that car pretty much looked like it had a bullet hole. And I can kind of understand by what he did to us,
Mhm.
why he's got a bullet hole.
Yeah.
It's in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go a few blocks and turn back around. I mean, it's interesting. I want to see it. I know I'm tired, but I want to see it.
Mhm.
People out the auto, trucks everywhere. Well, yeah, like he could have, like the normal thing to do would have been for him to keep going,
Mhm.
because he sees the size of my truck. He drives the truck. He knows I couldn't have turned in there. He knows my turning radius. I could have gone in there unless he got out of the way, but he didn't get out of the way. He just stayed there.
Mhm.
Just kind of oxymoron move right there, man. Nice truck, but complete idiot.
Mhm.
The bigger people hanging out at the gas station too.
No.
Just go work for work.
Just working.
Everywhere you look at like trucks with like squatted and not squatted, but you know, like I don't know, they lowered is what they're doing here.
Yeah.
Let's turn back around and get to our hotel. I'm tired.
Mhm.
Police right there. That police station, Hummers and stuff.
Head on West Francis Avenue, then turn right onto Rankin. Head north on.
The only thing I see up ahead is like
I see buildings and stuff.
Mexican
Like
restaurants.
that. Oh, they have a whole skyline.
Yeah.
We're gonna. What are you going? I'll come right back
Sure.
around.
That's fine.
We'll go tomorrow morning. A lot of Mexican restaurants. There's people hanging out like in front of every convenience store. I don't know if that's not a real person. That's like the little. I fell for it. Okay. Oh, they actually have a skyline. Wow.
Yeah.
See, Lehigh would never have a. Lehigh doesn't even have a downtown,
Mhm.
let alone a skyline. Well, this is gonna be our night video because we're not gonna stay here another night. We gotta keep moving
Yeah.
around. It'd be nice to see it at night, even if it makes us a little bit late to our hotel. Mexican restaurants do that makes us all. But we'll never see us at night. This is our only opportunity.
Yeah.
I can tell that truck is gigantic right there. All I can see is just like giant wheels looking at us. And that's the type of place it is. Just everywhere you look, there's just gigantic trucks. Everywhere. Oh, look at the size of that one. It's wild out here.
Pontiac Aztecs.
Yeah, this is wild. This is a whole different landscape out here. I'm not surprised by it because this is exactly the way my friend described it. Like he told me, like everybody drives an F-350 jacked up. They actually have a skyline. That caught me off guard. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Lots of police presence, so there's a lot of cops here. Like, this is exactly how you described it. Like, just the most oxymoron imbeciles you'll ever meet. Just rude, obnoxious, entitled. Like Karen. Imagine a Karen driving an F-350. That's how he described it. He said, imagine imagine Karen's driving F-350s. Exactly the way he described it, man. That's why I'm not even. Well, I mean, there's 100. Look at this. This town has 170,000 people, right? And it's got a skyline. Bro, Lehigh Acres has the same exact population, and we don't even have. What's the center of Lehigh? Walmart?
And we're just now getting a Starbucks. So.
Yeah, are they building a Starbucks finally?
Yes, I've told you 10 times.
I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I actually see it.
It's going in next Audi.
Okay, this is the only city in America, at least in the South, where there's people driving around downtown at night. You hear people screaming? Listen. Huh.
No, it's not.
The wind?
Yeah.
It's the wind. I'm gonna go in the neighborhood right now, then we'll get back out.
Okay.
And we'll head to the hotel. Yeah, I'm not really surprised. It is hot too. I don't know what temperature it is. It's hot. This is one way. That's the other way. We'll take the next one. You know the big saying? It's like big hat, small feather. Big truck, small. More cops. Man, this place is like packed with cops. But they have a skyline. They legitimately have a downtown skyline. And there's actually people out this late on Thursday. Odd. What are your thoughts on it?
It's alright.
You're just so tired you want to go to the hotel?
Exactly.
Alright, let's get to the hotel. GPS over here. Take a left here probably.
Yeah. Left onto North Carrizo Street.
On this this intersection or the next one?
Turn left onto
This one?
Head west on West Illinois
if this is a
Avenue
one-way or
toward
not,
North A
but-
Street. Then turn left onto North A Street.
On this one?
Yeah.
This is
Turn
a one-way?
left onto North A Street. Then
Yep.
turn left onto West Texas Avenue.
Left on West Texas, right?
Turn left onto West Texas Avenue.
I'm gonna go straight. Is there one to take straight? Same direction? It's just about right.
No.
Yeah, there is.
It still has you turning.
Alright. So I have to go back the same way we came?
Yeah.
Alright, so turn left here.
Yep.
Just let that sink in. That this place has the same population as Lehigh. What the crap? There's cops everywhere. Unbelievable.
Well, if it's really like that. Yeah.
Same population as
Quarter
Lehigh.
mile, turn right onto North Big Spring Street.
But they have a skyline.
The way they make it sound, it's like a men's prison.
Yeah, it sounds like a men's prison. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, look at the cop. A cop's going through an ATM at midnight.
It's a prison
Isn't
that
that
people
kinda-
sign up for.
Isn't that kind of odd? A cop going to an ATM at midnight? Why do you need to go to an ATM at midnight? Like, if you don't go to an ATM at midnight for any reasonable cause, like, there's only 3 options for that one. Why are you going to an ATM at midnight? You're buying stuff in cash at night. Nothing open cash at night is good. Why are you?
I don't know.
Turn
Maybe
right
he has
onto
to get
North
his
Big
kids'
Spring
lunch
Street.
money for the morning.
Sure. Sure, Katie, sure. ATM at midnight. Come on now.
Hey, don't be so.
Judgmental?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Continue for 1.5 miles.
More jacked up trucks. Unbelievable how many jacked up trucks are
This
around
is
here.
like Panama.
Oh, this is like, yeah. Is it the wind that sounds like that?
Yeah,
Oh, that's creepy.
against the buildings.
Well, that's creepy. What caught me off guard is that there is a lot of like infrastructure. There's highways, there's underpasses, there's skylines. You know what I mean? Like this could one day be a bigger city because because there's actually like stuff here. There's oil, there's buildings, there's skylines. You know what I mean? Like the money, some of the money's definitely staying here.
Yeah.
When you look at Lehigh, it's like where we live. It's like okay, there's 170,000 people. Do we have one Walmart and a Winn-Dixie and a Bravo?
The Publix, don't forget the Publix.
Oh, there is a Publix, right? There's two Publixes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And just imagine if you gave the people of Lehigh Acres all the businesses and resources and highways that are here,
It'd be making a killing.
it would be an awesome place to live. It's not people think of Lehigh like, oh, you hating on Lehigh. Bro, I'm not hating on Lehigh. I'm just letting you know that we deserve better. Like, look at this town in Texas, bro. Same population as Lehigh. Now, I wouldn't. If you told me living in Lehigh or living here, I'd still pick Lehigh. I'd tell you that right now.
Less than a mile, you're gonna turn right.
La misión es imposible. Trucks everywhere. Trucks. Trucks, convenience stores, and crime. Seems very chaotic.
Yeah.
Imagine this place on like a Friday or Saturday night.
Uh-huh.
Boomtown. That's the only way to describe it. Wild
Mhm.
West. The title of this video should be Wild West Boomtown.
Mhm.
Trucks, convenience stores, and crime.
Mm-hmm.
El Gallo open. El Gallo. But it's giving people opportunity. Like, as chaotic as it seems, like Miami is the same way. Miami's a chaotic place, but it gives people opportunity.
You're gonna turn up ahead of Walcott.
You tell me what, right?
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Walcott Avenue.
You know, like opportunity is sometimes in these chaotic places. That's what people who just want like the calm and easy life will never really like. Opportunity is here in these wild, chaotic places. Is where opportunity is.
Turn right onto Walcott Avenue.
How many
Then turn
big-
left onto Camp Drive.
All these empty lots here. This is all stuff that's getting built everywhere.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Walcott.
All these lots. These are all like big buildings that are going in. Like this is all. Look at that. That's like all that right there. It's empty lot. Like, they're building it. There's like everything's new and they're still building. But what frustrates me about like our
Take a
little.
left on Camp.
This is like Orlando.
Turn left onto Camp Drive.
Orlando's kind of like this. Orlando, Florida's kind of like this. This is it right here?
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Camp Drive, Crump Street.
Bro, look at the burn like all pickup trucks and semis and stuff. We should have really thought about earlier. You got the hotel earlier.
Huh?
These hotels probably get filled up because there's people working so late.
Yeah. Right.
That's right there?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have to worry about my truck and so there's so many trucks are still here. I'm sure there's.
Turn left onto Camp Drive, Crump Street. Then your destination will be on the left.
Is it
Your
Hampton?
destination is on the left.
It must be this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not in the right place. Are they still building it?
No, it's
That's just the way it looks? Oh, you gotta go into the front.
Yeah.
Dude, everything is pickup trucks. So I don't have to worry about my truck getting stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe the floor tags, but I just park backwards. Every time I go to hotels, I gotta be really careful because trucks are easy to steal. And they're good to steal because the parts are really multitaskable. I guess I gotta go around the front.
Yeah.
Trucks are multitaskable. The parts are multi-use. They used to a BMW. I said, what do you do with the parts? Like, nobody's looking for a BMW door. But trust me, somebody's looking for the door on a F350 right now, or 2500. people want these trucks. They want these parts, so a truck can get stolen. And as we travel, if you don't, we're from here.
Yeah.
Maybe it's here. If you don't travel a lot, you may not be aware of that. But the reality is, the trucks are real easy to steal, and the parts are good money. So, and Mexico's right down the, not too far from here. So it's real easy to steal stuff and make it disappear around here.
There we go.
Oh, I see. Dude, this is packed. Every car is a truck or a semi. Or I'm saying people are showing up to the hotel late. They could have had rooms then, but they might not have it now.
I hope so.
Keep driving to Houston. See, I don't have to worry about my truck getting stolen here. There's so many trucks to steal. Why would you go for this one? Nothing but trucks, dude. Look at this. Absolutely insane. That just lets you know how much work there is in this area. When you go to a hotel and everything is a work truck. You know? When you go to a hotel and everything is a work truck, that just lets you know. Okay, I think you're the only woman here. I'm the only guy. I'm the luckiest guy in this hotel. I'm the luckiest guy in this hotel. I actually got a chick with me.
Go figure.